So my simulation lesson plan for today, I'm going to be teaching using discrete trial training to my friend Ella. Discrete trial is a part of the big umbrella of ABA, although it is not the same thing as ABA, but it's a method used within ABA. And discrete trial training basically means that skills are taught in a logical sequence. They're simplified, it's structured. You want the cueing and the response and the consequence to be exactly the same each time. That's really important. And so you're breaking it into specific skills. And really they should be skills that after the discrete trial training, a child can use in their everyday classroom environment. So in discrete trial, we're going to be using it into different steps. The first step is always going to be the cueing step. And in this case for the cueing, so of course that's the antecedent. And in this case for the cueing, I'm going to be cueing Ella. We're going to be learning colors, and I'm going to be cueing her. Her cue is going to be match color, so we're starting with red, so I'd be saying match red, and that's her cue that she needs to do something. So the cueing is the first part of a discrete trial. The second part is a child's response. So Ella, in this case, when I say match red, her response is going to be, hopefully, to match red. So what the child does. And then the third step is always going to be a consequence. So you want a consequence for a correct response from the child and a consequence for an incorrect response. And again, you want them to be exactly the same. So for Ella, for her correct response, I'm going to give her a positive reinforcement. So great matching. And we're also going to use a token reinforcement of a penny on. So we're going to pretend this is her penny board. So she's going to get to put a penny on, and then because Ella really loves to play basketball, so her tangible reinforcement for her 5 pennies on is going to be she's going to get a little basketball time. But not yet, of course. And then pause comes at the end of this trial. So really you want a child to know that your trial is over, and you might be adding a distractor to that trial, or you might be adding completely different item to that trial, but you really want to pause, clear the board, and that's over. So one trick is you always want a child, if you're having them match, to match up. So if I'm having her match, the matching is going to be at the top of our table, so placement is actually really important. And another piece is part of the cueing, and you'll see me do it, hopefully, is I'm going to say the words, but I'm also going to cue her in by actually putting something down at the same time. And that's another cue for her, oops, I need to do something. So you're ready to try this? So you're going to want your reinforcer there. You're also going to want, obviously, something to take your data with. And again, I'm going to do a red and a green color match. We'll see how far I get in my 7-minute video here. And in between, after I'm matching 3 times of red, I'm going to use a distractor. So a distractor is not the same thing as a reinforcer. A distractor is you want to make sure that a child really wants to pay attention to whatever item you're presenting. And for a distractor, if I was using a piece of paper or a picture, you want the distractor to also be a piece of paper or a picture of something. You wouldn't want a distractor if you were doing pictures of something. You wouldn't want the distractor to be an item or an object. And in the same respect, if you were having her match objects, you would want the distractor to be an object. So I think we're ready. You ready? Okay, here we go. So here's my cue. Ella, match red. Red, great matching. And then I'm going to say penny on. Just putting her penny on. And of course I'm going to take data because that's what I do. And then I'm going to do it again for her. So that was her first item one time. So Ella, match red. You matched red. Great matching, penny on. And notice I cleared the board. I didn't keep the red out there. I want to clear the board. We're starting over. So here's our third one. And she got a plus for that because both of those she didn't need any prompts. She was able to match. Ella, match red. You're going nice and slow, huh? Great matching. Penny on. Okay, so she's easily matched 3 times of red. I'm ready to add a distractor with her, and I'm just going to use a piece of white paper for this one. And so now she's really going to have to differentiate between the piece of paper, the other thing I'm putting on there, and the red that she's matching. So, Ella, match red. Red, great matching. Penny on. And I do want to make sure that my distractor goes on a different side of her each time because we don't want the child to just choose one, of course. So I think I put it on here last time. Yeah, okay. Ella, match red. Red, great matching. And she's already ready, look at her go. Penny on. So as you can see, Ella has matched 5 times. I'm going to give her a little basketball time. She's easy peasy girl, so she's going to give it back to me. We're going to clear her penny board, and we're going to start over. She's got one more distractor for the red matching here, so we're going to do that. Ella, match red. Red, great matching. So I'm clearing the board. We're going to pretend that we don't hear somebody at my door right now because we're in the middle of a video. And she got a penny for that one. So she has matched red item 3 times and 3 times with a distractor. So I'm actually ready, I know, so I'm ready to add a new item to this. And notice I'm not going to use red right now at all, but I'm going to do the same thing with her with green, like that. So Ella's been an ideal candidate here, but we're going to have her, she's saying, hold on friend, she's going to have her, I'm going to have her do one where she doesn't get it correct. So this time don't get it correct, do the other row. Ella, match red. Oh, she not only she didn't put it there, but she put it there. So I'm going to clear my board. And I never want a child to leave a trial having done something incorrectly. So I'm going to give her a 0 for that one in my scoring because she didn't get it correct. But I always want to make that a slash through it because I want her to get it correct. So here I go. I'm going to say, I'm going to try it again. Ella, match red. And I might give her a little partial prompt. Their friend just left, but we'll get her back. So I know she gets it correct. Red. And this time I'm not going to give her a penny on for that one because she needed a prompt for it, but she's going to get some great praise. Great matching. And then we'll do it again this next time. Oops, not the distractor. Ella, match red. Red, penny on, and she's going to get that. So thank you for your help. Thanks for my videoer, and that was my discrete child.